Hi, I'm David, and this is Quigler, and in less than 5 minutes, I'll show you how to use Quigler to gain your unfair advantage in owning the greatest lead generator ever, client trust. Quigler is your tool that's going to allow you to empower your clients and prospects with process know-how, amazing transparency, stronger communication, and unprecedented accountability, all of which is going to lead to trust. And anyone who already owns trust knows it generates business for life. Here's what we've done. We've extracted from federal law, state law, and the Code of Ethics what an agent is required to do at each step of the transaction. And we've organized those steps sequentially into an easy-to-follow workflow on the top of your screen, starting with pre-listing activities, going to seller and other disclosures, marketing, search, and ending with escrow closing. Under each of the steps is an action, and an action is a simple yes or no question. When you complete an action, it moves from an open or an incomplete action to a completed action. We also provide you all the other tools that you need to complete an action, like we provide you the forms. We show you in advance what the client's going to see so you always know what's coming. We give you the Why tab, which gives you the exact citation from the law or code so that you always know why you need to do it. And then we tell you the penalties that can be imposed on you that can be extensive, by the way, up to $500,000 for not doing it. And then we exchange professional tips with others so that we can all make sure that each other are compliant and we help each other to be so. Now, this is what happens when and if you ever answer a question incorrectly. A stop sign comes up. What does this mean? This means that Quigler is never a test. It's not trying to catch you. It's not a quiz. It's simply your guide, your mentor. It is a tutor constantly keeping you on track to always do the right thing. That's the goal. So it is virtually impossible for anybody using Quigler to do the wrong thing because we make sure you always do it right. And then we want consumers to know. And the notifications that consumer provides are key to building the trust. Now, when you invite a consumer into a transaction, which we urge you to do, but it's not required, immediately we give that consumer an email. And what we do in it is give you a little ad, informing them that they're now dealing with an agent who provides them transaction transparency, constant communication, and unprecedented accountability. And then we walk them through the small form that they've got to do of just creating a user and a password. Then we show them the transaction or notification bell. Every time you do one of the actions, they get a notification that you did it. Now, when they click on the bell, they go to the notification page. And here you can see on the seller transaction, there are 2 for showings and offers, and it says that 2 of them have been done. When they click on either one, immediately they see time-stamped and dated when you did what you're required to do. Now notice, we are constantly prompting them, asking them to agree that you did these. And they can agree to all of them at once, just click once, or they can agree step by step or action by action. Now when they click agreed, all those actions jump into the agreed file. And it looks like this when you open up that particular tab. It says that you did it, and then it says that the consumer agreed you did it. Now, as an agent, you're able to export all of this to what we call the agreed list. You can export everything you have done, or you can export just a step. When you do, it goes to this document. This document says to the consumer, at such and such date and time, you did what you were required to do, and they agreed at another date and time that you did it. You can copy this to the clipboard, and then you can put it in a Word document. You can send it to the transaction file. You can keep it in your files. You can give it to your broker owner. You can give it to the consumer at closing so that they know you are somebody who can be counted on to always do things by the book. And you can give it to your E&O company and try to get a discount. Now, there's 2 other things you should do. 1, you should complete the ethics checklist. Everything that was not in the transaction as an action is here. It's just a checklist. Check them off, and when you're done, you'll get an A grade on your public profile. And the next thing you should do is make sure you do your public profile. It's really easy. There's just 6 steps. Fill them out and follow. Now you're going to have the greatest BizGen tool ever, client trust. You're going to be able to get it by providing the client with process know-how, amazing transparency, stronger communication, unprecedented accountability, all of which leads to trust, which, as we know, is the greatest BizGen tool ever. You will now own it. Welcome to Quigler.